Welcome back to another episode of the Metal Chick Podcast. I am your hostess, Carrie Z. I am very, very excited because, as everyone knows, I am on the board of the Wisconsin area music industry, and I might be a big fan of the WAMI Awards, and we have award winners, Abaddon and Abaddon's girl, and which we'll get into the name. Yeah, we'll get into the name shortly, but
What's up?
they won Rock
Yeah.
Song of the Year for Absinthe and Adolescence and Song of the Year for Absinthe and Adolescence. Boy, can I talk tonight or what? Maybe I should break out some beer or something.
There
So you
they
guys,
are.
welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
There's
First off,
There.
congratulations on that one. Yeah, look at it. That's so awesome, you guys. I was so excited because I've been a fan, and it's a great song. It is an absolutely great song, and I remember when it won, I was like, fingers crossed. So, and I know I'm on the board, so I'm not supposed to be, supposed to be impartial and everything.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. So, congratulations.
We were surprised too. It was our first time going, to this WAMI Award thing. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't expect to win anything. We just walked in, and when our name got called, I think Buck jumped over like 4 rows of chairs or something.
I think I might have actually been 5, but yeah.
Hilarious.
Yes.
So, are you guys planning on going this year? I just posted that the save the date. This year it's going to be at the Deco in West Dallas. Well, you guys are in Spring Green, so it's not like it's very close to you.
Well, we travel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This year will be very fun. So the 43rd annual WAMI Awards will be Sunday, May 4th at 7 p.m. at the Deco, which, I mean, it's going to be epic. Hollywood glam. So I'm very excited because
Awesome.
I work from home, so I live in sweats. So anytime I get a chance to wear anything other than sweatpants, I'm always excited. So it'll be cool to wear a cool 20s style dress. So
Really cool.
Anywho,
Kyle
band.
wears dresses too, but
See, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Maybe we could swap dresses, right, Steve?
There you go. Just come over. We'll get dressed together.
gotta have some
Everybody's
plans.
Steve's still got the wardrobe from the 20s. He'll be able to fit right.
What
He's
is
got definitely for Christ's sake.
Great.
I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh my god. So why don't we go back to the name of the band? Why don't you explain to the listeners where the name came from and what it means?
Adam, you do this way better than me.
Yeah, but I walked into the name. So Steve, why don't you tell him?
All right. Abaddon, he in
Oh,
different
it's wait, so time out. So it's Abaddon, not Abaddon? What
It's
the fuck? I've been saying it wrong this whole time?
Well, there's 2 different pronunciations. There's like Hebrew pronunciation, and then there's like the Catholic enunciation. But either way, it's the same character or a place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I don't feel so dumb. Thanks. Appreciate that. Good
So
save.
are we back to me now or what?
Yes.
Jeez, bass players, I tell you.
So Abaddon was an angel, an angel that he enforces God's when he sends somebody to hell. Abaddon is the overseer of hell that keeps you in hell. I could explain it better. It's hard to do it, but
He was the keys to the devil's grave or something. I don't know.
yeah, he enforces God's.
All right, Steve, let me help you.
Yeah.
So Book of Revelations, there's the 7 trumpets, right? In the 5th trumpet, there is a meteor that hits the earth. And some people say that's Abaddon. Some people say that's just how it opens the portal to hell. So Abaddon is the entity that comes out with locusts, but he's not supposed to kill anybody. He brings these locusts out to torture the non-believers. Abaddon's also a place in some religions. It's just a place of reckoning that's completely, desolated. But Abaddon, some theories say that he used to be an angel. Some people say that he's still an angel doing the work for both of them. There's Hebrew, there's Catholic versions, there's mythical versions. But all of them have to do with either he was good or bad, or he's stuck in between, and he comes and brings the locusts during the books of Revelations. He's only mentioned 5 times in the Bible, I believe. So
I have the Hebrew translation of the Hebrew Bible. I have the translation to who he was through the Hebrew Bible. But like he says, it depends on what you're reading on who he really was and is and what he does. So we may be evil and we may be good. We just don't know yet.
Right? Interesting.
Very good, Adam.
Yeah. So thanks for digging Steve out of the hole there.
No more from you, Steve.
I can't believe I couldn't speak there for a minute. I'm like, what?
Well, how long has the band been around then?
Well, me and Kyle started this 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's went through a lot of formations and transformations. And when we finally happened to run into Tim at a show one night. He was with another band, and me and Kyle were looking to go a little different direction with our music and what we wanted to do. And we met Tim, and he was a hell of a guy, and he had the rhythm hand we were looking for a guitar player. He's amazing on that guitar. And so we met with him and asked him if he wanted to do this project, and he joined us. And so then the 3 of us, then we started our hunt for a vocalist someone that we that could sing and also get heavy with us when we wanted to. And well, we had Adam come in, and he blew our minds when he came in and tried out. So
Yeah.
here we are.
We actually went through like 27 singers. I mean, this is a long time making. I can't tell you how many guitar players, maybe 18, I don't know. But this crew we got right here is proven to be the proof in the pudding. We're doing some good stuff. This band has been together, this group here, probably what, Adam, year and a half now?
yeah, we started in December of 2022. We did our first show in April. By April of next year, well, there's 52 weeks in a year, and we've done 45 or 46 shows by then. Yeah, we're probably close to 70 now. We did that.
Wow.
We had 4 songs ready by mid-January, and in February we were in the studio recording Absinthe and Adolescence. And then by April I think we had 12 or 13 songs, and we were out playing shows already.
Yeah.
Bang,
Hey.
boom.
Don't forget the machine.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Adam.
So
Bring the
again,
machine in.
so then as we were going along and we were writing our music and doing shows, we didn't want to go with another guitar player. We wanted something extra and we didn't want to have anybody doing machines to put in background music and
Like
cool
tracks
stuff
and all that,
and tracks. We wanted to go with the real thing. So we put out the word we were looking for a keyboardist, and then the machine answered.
Mr. Cole.
And
All right.
he came down and sat in on a practice with us and started feeding some good stuff in, and we're like, yeah, you're in. You're the guy.
I still feel bad because I think we had Cole for like 2 practices. He came in, then we told him he's in the band, and then by the way, we got like all these shows lined up. So he had to learn everything like pronto. He felt like
15 or 16 songs in 2 weeks. I was like, oh boy, all right.
Oh
So,
my God.
but I learned well under pressure. So, yeah.
Yeah.
These guys
Yeah.
put you under pressure. We got 3 songs on the set list that they wrote one weekend, and then they said, hey, we're playing it next weekend. So I'd have to write all the lyrics, memorize all the lyrics. And then the first time I ever sang it with the band was in front of like at the Annex, was at the Black Mood show. The first time I ever sang that song was about 300, 400 people.
Yeah.
better get it right, right?
Yeah.
No pressure with us.
Not at all.
No.
That's crazy. That's a lot of pressure. You guys, can I just tell you too? So when I do these interviews, obviously I do my diligence and I do my homework. I mean, other than pronunciation, apparently. But you guys you have a really great website. Whoever built it, I don't know if it's one of you or if you hired someone. It's a very professional website. So kudos to you guys. Well, your EPK is phenomenal. Your social links are amazing. Whoever did your photos is spectacular. And it's really refreshing to see. And it really speaks volumes to your professionalism. And I wish more bands would be the same. I really do.
Well,
I
thank
would.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I do. Because it was really easy to find a lot of information on you guys. And even just Googling you guys and just looking through social media. You guys are very active. And it really does speak volumes to your professionalism. And that tends to showcase bands that do well compared to bands that think they're going to do well, but they just don't because they're not pushing.
Well, you pretty much said it all in a nutshell there, but if you go out there and you want to be professional, you better be looking professional. That's the number one thing. We strive at that. Cole and Adam are taking it over. They're doing a great job. Everybody in this band has a little part to do something in this band. Steve does some bookings. Adam does bookings plus the media. Now it's getting too much for Adam. So we got Cole. You went to college for, what'd you go to college for?
So I went to school for web development, but
Yeah.
I have some experience with like digital marketing and like paid ads and stuff from like a business perspective. So I have a little bit of knowledge there. So just kind of throwing my hat in the ring where I can. So
Kind of
Right.
people
That
cross
helps.
paths, and just at the right time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And the
It
other thing
does.
with all of us together, it's very unusual to find you got to click with your bandmates or their music's never going to happen.
Right.
And
Like me and you,
we all click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Steve been in together for 30 years, okay? We've done bands
Oh,
as far back as Nazareth, Blue Oyster Cult. I mean, old stuff, back in our younger days. To this day, we've never had a group of guys like this.
No.
And that's speaking volumes for you guys. So,
And the number one thing, if you think something, say it. If there's a problem, say it. And you have to be open to everybody's opinion. You got to be able to take it in, and you got to be able to take some shit. And we're all open. I mean, it's like, I forgot the movie that they say, but that says this, but a band is the family you choose, and so we got to treat each other like that,
Yeah.
and you
I
can't hold
cry.
grudges, you can't do
I
that
cry
stuff.
at night.
Well, yeah, we know that, Steve.
but it's simple as this. If even outside the band, Steve, that's enough. Okay.
Okay, I'm shutting
Anyway,
up.
Even outside the band, if somebody's got a flat tire and they're far away, one of us are going to go save the guy and get him a car. We help each other out, even outside of the band. So, it's a brotherhood. Absolutely. So,
We all have different qualities, and you got to be able to let people bring their qualities through.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, like an example, Cole being new, he was kind of timid with some recording stuff, and we're like, just do it. Either we don't like it or we like it. I mean, it's everybody's got to be able to bring their creativity. Everybody's got to be able to bring their voice. And so that's that's what it's all about.
I think the main thing is you cannot shut somebody's thought process of what they're feeling and what they're playing. You can never shut that down. Otherwise, it's never going to work in the band.
No.
You
Right.
let them express themselves. So I think that's one of the main things that help us.
Yeah, it's a big thing because we had practice. We had to take off, quit playing because we needed to practice and write new music. I mean, we had show after show after show. And it's been almost over a month, I think, guys, that we were down in the studio learning new music. And we actually got to do that Saturday, and bang, bang, 2 songs. And I think another one's just as good as Adolescence. Once we get her squared apart here, it's a really good song. So,
Right.
yeah, it's just, we got a talented group here.
That's awesome. Tell me about Curtain Call Records. How did you get hooked up with them? How did you come across them, or did they pursue you, or?
Well, we were signed with Rock. What the hell was it?
Rock Solid Talent Entertainment out of UK.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And we were kind of moving around. They're good. You know, I'm not going to knock those guys. It's a business, okay? So, you know, Clayton Paul were doing a lot of stuff. And me and Steve kind of got me wind of that. We just kind of watched them, sat back and watched what they did for bands and stuff. So far, they've been treating us pretty good. You know, they got us on Rock Rage Radio. Actually, they're going to be on we're going to drop a single here coming up on the 18th, Adam, I believe.
Yep.
It's going to be on like 70 Rock Rage stations all across the United States and across the pond over there. So
That's awesome.
they're I don't know. What do you guys think?
They've done this. They you know, they do what they can for us, being a smaller label. You know, and of course, everybody's thing is to hit a major label, which who knows? You never can tell. We keep pounding it. We're getting some interest all over the place, so you never know. But
I mean, the best thing about Curtain Call is they're not one of those labels where, well, I want to talk to one person and one person only, because we all share what we do. We all have a different strong point and we all use it. So if we want advice, we want to be able to know we have support from a label that's been there with other bands to ask those questions. We don't want to reach out to them and then they go, why are you talking to me? We agreed we're going to talk to one person. The best thing about Curtain Call is you can get a hold of somebody anytime and they're going to help you.
And we usually have meetings every Monday. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So they're very hands-on.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do they have a PR person then that you work with, or is that something that you guys strictly do on your own? Just out of curiosity, because you guys really, I mean, you really do a really good job with your social media. And
I
stuff.
think
I
the
think
PR is
95% of it on our own.
Do you?
Yeah. Actually, he gets calls from other bands saying, "Can you do this for us?" And they're like, "Hey, they're doing that by themselves," you know. So,
Wow.
that's a great job. So does Cole. So, you know, they're stepping up on that stuff.
So this album that you won the WAMI Awards with, if I understand it correctly, came out in 2023, right?
And that actually wasn't an album. That was it came out in
EP, right?
Yeah, 2023. It came it came out in June of 2023. That was our first single we'd ever recorded with this new group.
Okay. But
yeah.
you had, was it an album or was it just singles in 2022?
No, just a single. Or
just singles.
no,
Okay.
you guys had an 3-song EP, didn't you?
yeah. Yes, other guys. It was really heavy, so we don't even really. Yeah, that's what's then.
And well, and that's why I'm asking, like, so are you working on new material now? And if so, when do you think that'll be out with this new lineup?
Yeah, man.
October 18th. October 18th, we'll be dropping our. Let's back up. Absinthe Adolescence came out in June, and then in December, Aspire came out, which was their second single with us. The Harlot is going to be coming out on the 18th. That's going to have a music video. It's going to be going out everywhere. We have an EP out right now. If you come see us live, you'll be able to hear. And if you come see us live and buy the EP from us, you'll be able to hear the next 3 singles before they even come out, because they're on that EP.
All right.
So coming out on the 18th with the music video. Soon after, within hopefully a month and a half, we'll have another one to drop. And then after that, about a month and a half, we'll have another one to drop. And there's another one recorded that's being mixed right now that will be coming soon after that. So we have a 4-song EP out right now. Unfortunately, due to some contract restraints, we're not able to put out Absinthe and Adolescence until June of next year.
Really?
Yeah, due to our old label, there was some contract stuff in there that we're not able to release Absinthe and Adolescence. So once it's able to be released, we're going to re-release it and put it on an EP. So,
all right, okay, super fun. Contracts are always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strap on and hang on, right?
Well, and that's always like the challenge, right?
Yep.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't
Good.
matter if you're from Spring Green, Wisconsin, or LA, or whatever it is. You always hear about these contract negotiations or issues, whether it's Taylor Swift and her masters or whoever it is, like people
Yeah.
always have issues. And it's just the challenge of the industry.
Yep.
So
Piece of it.
That's
Yeah.
the beautiful thing about Curtain Call is the music's all ours. They
that's
just
wonderful.
help us push.
Yeah.
There's no ties to it, none of that stuff. So
Do you think you guys will always stay like on a more indie label? And so, okay, with the way the music industry is now compared to say 20 years ago, where when you had a platinum record deal and everything, it was great because you were making $1 bazillion, and where the state of the industry is so much different now, where you're not selling CDs and you're not selling records the way you used to. Do you think that, in your opinion, it's more advantageous to stay more on an indie label and then just push your merch and, I don't know, work the Spotify angle? Or do you think that eventually you will pursue, like, I don't know, Nuclear Blast or something like that, or one of the larger labels?
I think it depends on the tier you're on.
Yeah.
To be honest, are you a regional band? Is your music reaching nationally? Is it catching? Like, I mean, if you look at your streams and stuff, you can see how far your music's going and where people are listening to it. Is a certain record label going to help you get overseas? What kind of contract are they throwing at you? You got to look into all that stuff. I say don't close the door to any opportunity.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. And to be clear, I'm not a musician, so I don't know anything about this stuff, which is why I do this podcast, because I'm really interested sometimes and nosy. So that's why I ask these questions, because I don't know. And it's always interesting, some of the answers that people give, because some people are like, nope, have no interest. But that was a really good answer, because you never know.
Like Adam said, too, it's like, what's your band want to do?
Yeah.
What's your goals? This band here wants to go across seas. We want to play everywhere. That's all we want to do is play. So we're striving to get that. We're working hard. And each and every one of us have jobs right now that we don't want. We want to be on the road. We want to be playing.
Totally.
So it's a lot of work, and we want to do it. So we're going to do it. Everybody sacrifices something. So
I mean, there's a misconception of bands when they sign on to a label or they win a couple awards that, oh, this band must be doing really good. They can all probably quit their jobs. And the music industry is not that way anymore, people. The music industry is effing hard.
Yeah.
We're all working full-time jobs still. I mean, I'm working a full-time job and cutting deer for other people afterwards to make some extra cash. Plus doing all the social medias and keeping the band fluent, and then doing practices and shows. And the music industry ain't what it used to be. And I think that a lot of people that want to stay independent and stuff, like I understand why, and I totally agree with the motions that they want to do. But when you see a band that's on a label, it don't mean that they're getting handed a bunch of money and they're making it. It's just another avenue of help.
Yeah. No, a lot of these nationally touring bands, they have jobs just like the rest of us do, and they take their leaves and they go on tours, and then they come back and they're all sleeping in their minivans too. And it's crazy, because you would never think of it. You're like, you guys are these really famous bands, and they're like, yeah, we're breaking even. It's crazy.
Streaming has really hurt the music industry. The only way bands make money is go see the bands live. Buy some merch from them.
Yeah, instead of streaming, you make more money selling your CDs than you would there, because you get like pennies for streams,
Oh, which is it's just so crazy to me. It's just because I know there's either the Spotify is the devil, or I understand, like me, I understand it's the devil, but I can't help it. That's how I listen to the music, and that's how I find new music. I can't help it. It's just because it's the most convenient for me.
Yep.
Or YouTube or whatever. It's literally how I discover new music. Do you guys, I don't know, when it comes to, so a lot of local bands don't even have like music videos. What is your, I guess, how do you guys approach like making a music video? Do you guys use like local talent, or are you guys doing it yourself? Or, so I see some really, really clever videos these days from some of these bands that I'm like, all right, as a professional photographer, I know you did not spend $10,000 on all this. You guys are awesome for getting it done for a really good budget. You know what I mean? Like people
Yeah.
are really thinking outside of the box. So tell me about your creative process when it comes to doing music videos.
Well,
You guys-
we kind of reached out. We needed a place, so we got a place. You know, we described. It depends on the song, you know,
Mhm.
and what you need in it. Harlot is the naughty girl, of course. So you think about a sleazy bar. So you're going to get a bar, okay? And then who's going to record it, you know? We got some buddies in a band that's got an iPhone that takes really good pictures. Well, you know, that's a little heavy for me, and the other guys thought it too. So I just Googled, you know, make a video. And I got hold of this guy and talked to him. And I said, we have a really low budget. He says, I work with any kind of budget. So we gave him a shot. He did a really good job. So you'll see that as it comes out.
Right.
Other than that, I'm going to give props to Nick, which is a friend of Cole's. He does really good stuff too. So I think he's going to be doing our next video, which is really cheap. So,
That's
but
awesome.
you know, that you just kind of feel your way around, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, some of these bands, I know a couple bands that, you know, they spent, what was that, Steve, 10 grand on a video,
Yeah, easy.
and
Yeah.
they're still paying on it. And why do you want to do it? You're in a business, okay? You want to be marketable. You don't want to tie yourself down. You want to be able to have the cash flow there to keep everything going, you know?
Yeah.
So you got to be smart about it. We were smart about it, I think. We got away with it really cheap. But yeah, it's all in the way you run your business. Whatever you want to
Yeah.
do, but you got to be smart about it.
I mean,
In the videos, we try to what it looks like to me and what we've done with the Harlot, and that is Adam writes the lyrics to these songs, and they're from his heart. And I think we try to go along with what he's written about and try to make a statement with it. We just said earlier that because of contractual stuff about Absent and Adolescent, we're going to re-release that in June. But the plan, I believe, is to re-release it with a video.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And that will be about what the Absent and Adolescence, the whole song is about, and what the video will be about.
That lyrics, all the lyrics is Adam. That's what he
Yeah.
wants.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's up to Adam if he wants. Absent and Adolescence is about Adam's childhood.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that song is heartfelt, and so that's Adam's baby. What he wants to do with it is what we're going to do with it.
Interesting.
yeah, most things I write about are, you know, I want it to be relatable for people. They're about experiences that I went through and stuff like that. I'd say if we'd make a goofy song, you know, I would be totally open to writing a song like Avenged Sevenfold did with that what's freaking must have stabbed him 50 fucking times. But that the Rev wrote. Yeah,
Right,
God,
yeah.
so good at writing music. But I mean, I would love to do stuff like that too. But when we write this stuff, it's like Tim sent me an acoustic version of a song once, and it's still acoustic. He had went through with his last band. His vocalist had passed away from cancer, and he had wrote me a song that he wrote about it. Didn't tell me anything about it. I sat down, listened to it, and I wrote the story about my family watching my grandmother's Alzheimer's come on and the onset of it, and then losing, and I referenced it to a storm coming in. You're getting the rain, loud noises, and then she's lost in the storm. And just that, I related that to Alzheimer's. And Tim looked at me and goes, "How the fuck did you get that feeling out of what I put onto a guitar?" And when you get musicians like all of us are all in it, and we put emotion into it, a lot of times I'll sit there, I'll listen to a song some songs take me 2 weeks to write to, but I'll listen to it like 10 to 100 times a day, and I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for the song to say something. Like you'll hear undertones in the music that's almost like whisper something to you, and you're like, that's what this song's about.
Wow.
And then you write down the hook, and then you go from there.
That's crazy. That's because you guys got really good chemistry, good band chemistry.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's pretty cool. Sounds like you guys really, really do have like, you just know when the band has a really good lineup. You just know. Like
Yep. You could
you
tell.
said, a lot of bands go through a lot of changeovers, and you just know it's the perfect lineup.
We've been talking a lot about recording, and I just want to throw in there that the recordings, the songs are written well, they're recorded very well, but there's the live performance side of things. You got to be good on stage. Let's just get right down to it. You can record all you want, but if you can't do that song live on stage and be good at it and have a good performance, you're going to lose some people, listeners. And that's one thing with this band is when we hit the stage, we do these songs, and you couldn't tell the difference between the recordings and how we do them. We have a good time on stage, and everybody sees it. But there's, you got to be able to do that, and not a lot of bands can do that when they're live. And I just had to say that because
Well, it's
we get
true
a lot of compliments about who we are and what we do live. And me and Tim, we're always laughing at each other. Everybody thinks we're having fun, but we're waiting for the other one to fuck up real quick. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. But we wait for each other to mess up. We'll start laughing.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's a good deal.
that's awesome. Well, and speaking of being able to see you guys live, so this will air the 15th. So by the time this airs, you guys will be playing the 19th, the Halloween Bash at Mad Farm Moto and Music in Brooklyn, Wisconsin. Then live music Saturday at Wisconsin Fear Fest at Road America. That's fun.
That's huge.
And then I'm super excited about Da Bar, one of my favorite bars in Wisconsin. Lake Effect, Trigger, Armada, and Where is the Key with you guys at Da Bar.
Yep.
And then Saturday, December 14th. Oh, did I mention that? That's Saturday, November 16th. I'm not sure if I mentioned the date, but and then Saturday, December 14th, you guys are at Popcorn Tavern. So, and of course, these are all listed on your Facebook page, which I will, of course, and probably on your website, which I'll link to in the show notes of this episode, of course. But very, very cool, guys. Looks like you guys got a lot of good stuff coming up here.
Yep.
I'm excited to see the new video and hear the new single, and that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Well,
next
cool.
weeks are going to throw some people for a loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not new school by any means. So
That's
No,
awesome.
no.
And I
Oh,
think
very
that's one
cool.
thing too. Sorry, kind of a, I guess, an offshoot of a topic here too. And I guess kind of speaking of the chemistry, we all kind of have our own different influences and things. And since we kind of leave it open ended, like you're saying, it is definitely old school, but we have a bit of new school sprinkled in. So I think we've kind of developed a pretty interesting sound, and there's a lot more interesting stuff to come. And like we're just getting started, so I'm very excited.
Great.
It's awesome.
Nice job, Cole.
yeah.
Yeah. I know you've been so quiet this whole time. Drop the like super truth bomb there.
Yeah. Wow. Uh,
All right. Well, one final question for all of you guys. I'd like to go round table and ask you if you could play one place before you die. What would be like the one venue that you guys could play as a band? What would be your dream venue?
Cool.
We start with
Oh man, this is such a hard question.
you can't say Vakken because everybody says that. I mean, I guess you can, but
I feel like I've thought about this before. I know one for sure. I know it would be probably Red Rocks in Colorado.
yeah, that's a very popular one too. That would be so cool.
Or like a really big festival, something like Ozfest, I think would be cool too. Something like one of those two. Those would be my two, I'd have to say.
All right.
For me, it would be the one. What's that one in Germany? They have the big.
The big Hellfest.
Yeah, I love.
There's so many
A
over
download.
there.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Download. I think that's the one you're thinking of.
What'd you say?
Actually,
Download?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think because I think Hellfest is. There's like how many million
Right.
over there that. Oh God.
We're
We were just
trying to
looking at-
paddle our boat that way, so
Yeah, Hellfest is in France. Sorry, we were just looking at that the other day.
Sylvie and Madison too. That place is awesome.
where?
Sylvie in Madison.
Really?
I'm going to go with, I've always wanted to play Red Rock, and Alpine Valley be another big one that I'd love to play.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Madison Square Gardens and Red Rock.
There you go. Very cool.
I just want to be on the lineup with Knotfest.
Here you go.
That's a good one.
All right, guys, we'll tell the listeners, whoever wants to chime in, tell the listeners where they can find out more about you, your website. Obviously, they can find you on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere music is listened. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yep, and you can see a bunch of our live stuff on YouTube.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. You can find us Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, our webpage. Yeah. All of our events are linked up there. We are not the type of band that when you come see us live, you're not going to see us till we play. As soon as you walk in that door, we like to shake hands and say hello. And if we see you twice, we're going to be recognizing your face and you're going to start getting hugs. And we are a typical Midwest band. We give hugs
Right.
and we consider everybody who supports us family. That's why our Facebook fan page is called the Absinthe Family. We really appreciate everybody who does support what we do. And we try to give them the best experience we can just for being there for us.
Especially Carrie for holding this.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys wanted to come on. I'm
Yeah.
really excited. I'm excited to see you guys at the bar. I'm super excited to see you guys at the bar.
Well,
And
well, Steve's
Oh,
gonna
I get
hug
those.
you, so be prepared.
I'm a hugger, so we're all Wisconsin.
Might cry a little bit when I hug, but
You gotta make sure to tell Steve that you like his pants. That's the other thing.
Yeah, that's the big one.
I'm be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh my God. Here we go.
The Sheboygan show. If you
All
make
right.
that trip though, we will be playing every song we got at the Sheboygan show. So
The hall, man.
yep, the other two are kind of shorter set lists, but the Sheboygan show we're headlining that, so we'll be playing a long set list
Which one is that? That's the which
on the
date?
20th.
Fear Fest. Is that Fear Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear Fest on the 26th.
Road,
Yeah.
whatever rail.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's gonna make us
I know. I'm like, let me check my calendar.
The Mad Moto show is really cool too because that's got 20 bands on it. We got our friends from Sealy's and Unbroken and Where's the Key. It's
Oh my god.
full of great people.
Yep.
I know that they're gonna have a bunch of vendors there. It's an all-day thing. Starts at 10 o'clock in the morning and doesn't end till like 1 or 2 in the morning the next day. So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't because Ace is high and
Yeah.
is playing the 26th. Never mind. That's like Halloween. Oh yeah, my boyfriend's band is playing. Sorry,
Wow.
I'll have to miss it. I don't get in trouble. Don't want to get in trouble. But all joking aside, you guys, I do appreciate you coming on the show. For those listeners, you will be able to find all the links in the show notes, metalchickshow.com/EP081 when I post this next week. So you guys,
Yay.
thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Oh,
See you in a month.
Yes.
Thank you, Gary.
Bye.
Bye.